Hey everyone, this is the Depressed Eeyore, and welcome back to Toho Soccer 2. Okay, I'm lying. This is Dungeons & Dredmor with the expansion DLC, Realm of the Tickle Gods or whatever. So let's start a new game. For those who've never played this game before, this is a roguelike RPG where you make a character and try to get through about 10 to 15 levels of horror and mayhem. So I've beaten this game once on the hardest difficulty with permadeath. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and have it on Going Rogue, hardest difficulty, permadeath, and no time to grind, just simply to so I can show off more of the game. Also, I'll have the Realm of the Tickle Gods, which means the last level will be level 15 rather than level 10. There'll also be more skills and other things like that. As you can see, you can pick 7 skills. What skills you pick decide your starting character, your starting gear, and also what skills you can level up. Every time you level up, you get a skill point to level up one of your skills, and what you level up will decide how your stats increase and so forth. Like if you pick a lot of warrior-based skills, like I don't know, like sword, master of arms, dual wielding, shield bearer, berserker. You'll have a lot of warrior levels, but not very many levels in rogue or mage. And levels in warrior will give you a lot more strength, a lot more health, and so forth. While levels in like rogue will give you like a more balanced setup with like more emphasis towards like dodging and stuff. And going mage will give you more mana and probably a lot more like intellect and stuff. Though they don't call the stats the standard things like strength. Instead, they have things like burliness and like cattishness and so forth. But we'll go ahead and take these out. Each of these skills are based off like the 3 base classes. Like if sword is obviously for warrior, and this is Promethean magic is obviously a mage skill, and then Burglary is obviously like a rogue skill. So you kind of some of these are not as intuitive. You might have to look them up or just experiment. You also have these 2 options of randomly picking your skills and last choice, which last choice all it does is it'll take the skills you pick for your last character. So I decided what I'm probably going to do is do a random like this and just go with it. So what we have is thrown weapons, which means we can get skilled with thrown weapons, obviously. And maybe save ammunition from like be able to pick up items you've thrown instead of it just breaking. Shield bearer will give you bonuses to shield. You also start out with a better shield. I can't pronounce that. So Necronomics is necromancy. It's actually the worst spell path, so I'll more than likely not put points into it. The issue with Necronomics is it does a lot of damage, but there's drawbacks that can really it really kills you. It just messes you up. Burglary is there's a skill that allows you to like sneak around and open locks and steal items from shops and vending machines. Smithing allows you to craft weapons and armor. Tinkering allows you to craft like traps, crossbows, and grenades and stuff like that. So this can actually help with this a bit. And then Emomancy, which is one of the new spell paths from the expansion. I haven't really done too much with it. As you can see, the descriptions are very humorous. This is the harness the power of whatever and like stuff. Maybe there's some exploding, you know, if you're up for it. So this game has a lot of humor behind it. So you'll kind of see that with some of the monsters and how they talk to you and some of the room names you enter. So as I said, I'm going to go with random. This might be a very short playthrough, but it'll at least show you off the game. You guys can see me die or something. So due to the expansion, we can actually, due to the recent updates, you can actually be David or Davina, though you can pick any name you want. So we'll be, since this is obviously a very strong character, we'll be Cirno. And we'll go from there. There we go. Sorry, there might have been a skip there. This is just telling you about the story. There really isn't much of a story. You're going after Dredmor. That's it. You're the only one that can do it. There you go. Story done. There we go. There's a little bit between these, the explanation and stuff. There seems to be a little skip. Alright, just a quick explanation. Here's your little icon. This will actually change, like, Doom style. Like, as you get hurt, it'll become all bloody. As you can see, she darts her eyes left and right, very much like the Doom guy. Based off what skills we have, decides what sort of items we start with. We'll go ahead and pull up our inventory. You'll see that we start out with the base crafting items that we need to work with crafting. So if I right-click this, you'll see I have like a blacksmithing kit and a tinkering kit and an ingot press. And if you can go through, you can see, hey, there's a bunch of stuff you can make. The only bad thing about crafting is you don't really see the stats of the item you're making unless you look it up ahead of time. So that can be an issue. I might have to do some looking to see what in the world I can possibly make. Also, due to the skills I picked, I get to start out with some gems and materials, but nothing really too fancy. In the bottom left, there's a quick bar. This is where you usually put your potions and traps and your throwing items and arrows and stuff like that. Since we are a throwing specialist, apparently, we start out with various throwing items like concussion bombs, poison flasks, and dwarven boomerangs. Some of this might be due to the fact I'm also a tinkerer, but I have no idea without further testing. There's also drinks. There's food and drink that act as hots and mots. If you eat a food, as you see, it has 3 hearts. That means it's going to heal you 3 over time. The rate you recover hit points and mana with food and drink is 1 per turn, or 1 per tick. So after eating this, I would regain 1 health, and then each turn after, for up to 3, I'll recover 1 hit point. Same thing for drinks, except for it's with mana. Like in this case, it'll be 6 over 6 rounds. To the right is our spell and skill hotbar. As you can see, due to our 2 magic paths, we have Deathly Hex from the Necronomics, which is a high power single target spell with a humongous debuff. The debuff from it is it does list them on the description here. It says nerve searing, pain racking, and death thingies, which that's stuff that will like lower hit points or put a dot on you and stuff like that. And then we have from Emomancy, love will teleport us apart, which is will literally force creatures away from you. It's pretty useful for ranged characters, which apparently we are. If we pull up our character, we can see what we start out with. As you can see, there's these warrior, wizard, rogues. Due to the skills we have, since we had Emomancy and Necromancy, it's 2 levels of wizard with throwing and shield. We got 2 warrior, and then the crafting skills and the burglary gave us 3 in rogue. We also have our level here, which every time we level up, we'll be increasing one of these by a point, depending on where we put our skill point. We have our life regeneration bonus, our mana regeneration bonus. These are the base stats. Like this is strength, that's intelligence, that's dex, but they're all called different things. And they kind of have a few extra ones. These are the stats. These are your I guess these are your base stats, and these are your more specialized stats. Like if you increase burglariness, you'll probably increase melee power, for example. So these will be adjusted based on certain skills or various items you have. Some of these aren't really skills. Well, they're skills, but they're not like things that affect chances. Rather, they're just crafting levels, like smithing level, alchemy level, and tinkering level. Besides that, here's our paper doll. Due to what we had as our starting skills, we start with no weapons, besides our thrown weapons that are not going to be equipped here, and a fine linen shirt. So our start's not the best, but let's go ahead and take a look at our skills. As you can see, there's multiple levels for each of these skills. Every level up, you can choose to increase one of these to the next level. Each of these will have various... They'll either provide you with stats, or like a proc, or maybe a skill. Like magic isn't the only thing that'll go on this bar. Like if I get a lucky pick, that'll go on this bar as well. So we have our shield bearer, which gives us right now some bonus now they have 5. Excuse me. But, okay, as you see, with Underhander, we get some bonuses to hit chance and crit chance. Those are the symbols. It enhances the chance that you'll cover ammo. Like, if I threw these boomerangs down here, there's a chance it'll hit the target and just appear on the ground, so you can pick it up again. And hopefully that procs often, because right now all we got is a spell that will kill us and a bunch of thrown items. As you see, there's other stuff here. Some skills go up pretty far. Usually the magic paths usually have a lot of levels to them, for better or for worse. The crafting paths will give you various stats, but also will give you the means to craft certain items. Like, there's a level requirement for certain items to be able to craft them. Also, some items will, the higher level you get in crafting will increase the amount of something you'll make. Like, if you make ingots, it might make more than one if you're high enough level. It'll also make, like, if you're making arrows, if you have a really high tinkering, you'll make not only more arrows, but better arrows, which is always nice. So, I think that's about it for the tutorial. Sorry, I think I just skipped again. But that's enough of the tutorial, and let's go ahead and move. We can move with the arrow keys. Every move represents 1 turn, so it's just something to keep in mind. You can also click, and you'll move in that direction. Yeah, like that. One sec, let's see. Okay, our first ability for Burglary is Vending Machine Looter, which gives us some a bonus dexterity, I guess you can call it, and a bonus to trap disarming. But what its special ability is, I get a free item from every vending machine. So, if we right-click this, or sorry, if we left-click this, we'll automatically steal an item. And then from there you can access the vending machine. The vending machine is just like a little shop that's, it usually just has random stuff like food, or like maybe crafting materials or ammo, but nothing like serious, not like weapons or armor. And if you want to buy them, you just buy them with Zork bids. The currency in this game is called Zork bids, which is pretty much just gold. Right now we have no gold, so no use for doing that. But we'll go ahead and steal this item here. This is nothing but drinks. And now we're at the first couple doors. If the we'll go ahead and open this door. Alright, this door is locked, and since we have no lockpicks, we have to kick it down. You can either succeed in kicking it down and it'll open. You can fail, or you can fail and hurt yourself. Okay, that is a little baddie. It's a flying monster, it's basic animal, and then we have a blobby. We're going to be fighting mostly basic monsters, but since we have no weapons, this could be very, very difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do love will teleport us apart on this little baddie. Okay, never mind, because I pressed the wrong key. How do I do this spell? Oh, wait, sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm supposed to right-click, not left-click. And then do this again. Okay, that didn't work. The baddie's gone. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and show off this item. Sorry. You can hotkey these. What'll happen is if I press 2, my icon here will switch, and that's what I'll use if I right-click. To use these items, I would have to shift and press 1. If I do like shift and click on shift and press the numbers involving like a consumable, instead of making it appear here, I'll just drink it automatically. So let's go ahead and throw our boomerang and not do very much damage. We'll go ahead and switch to this and teleport it away again, and I have no idea where it's at now. So something tells me we're not going to get very far with this. Oh yeah, we have our map here, which will reveal everything as we go through. Okay, this is a Diggle. This is kind of like the signature animal from the in this series of games. Or sorry, not series of games, but in this game. I'm gonna go ahead and show off Deathly Hex. It did, as you can see damage scrolling up here. It doesn't show damage from spells that well, unfortunately. It usually doesn't show it at all. So the only thing it'll show is if I attack with like ranged stuff or with melee. But if you saw the numbers, there were different colors, and the different colors represent different elements. So I got the first, I hit it with a Deathly Hex. It did some damage. I'll go ahead and do Shift 1 and use boomerangs. As you see, I got hit with Lingering Weakness, which means now I have 1 less hit point due to the effects of using Necromancy. That's not so bad. Unfortunately, that's a little bit worse. That reduces my regeneration rate. So we're gonna go ahead and eat this aged steak. And I'm almost dead. We'll go ahead and eat this. Alright, we managed to block. No, we didn't block that. It hit me. I'm not sure what it did. I resisted something, but I'm gonna go ahead and move away. Okay. This minor blood deb is actually also hurting me, doing 1 point of damage per round. This damage will actually increase as my magic power increases, which it won't, because I'm not gonna live very long. This might be a short little playthrough. I may do more of these just to mess around, but okay, congratulations, we killed a monster. We'll pick up this boomerang. Yeah, we're not looking so good right now. I'll go ahead and eat that food. As you see, it recovers every tick. This is an empty flask we use for crafting. These are diggle eggs. These can be used for crafting or for eating. And they pretty much just craft into food. So let's go ahead and move down here. I believe the things I teleported with the level teleport us apart was probably down here. And I'm correct. We'll try out the poison flask and hope that's enough. Alright. There, that was a really good start. That did a lot of damage. And this is a refurbished staff. We don't have any skill in any melee weapons, but we'll go ahead and grab this and equip it. And that'll give us at least something to fight back with. It also gives you a +1 magic power. Well, the odd thing is, I'm a little confused as why I don't have a shield. I should have a shield because I have shield bearer, but I don't. It could be a bug, so because I should have started with like a wooden shield or something like that. That would have made me a little bit more durable. I'll go ahead and use Deathly Hex. Haywire means you critted with magic. There is a stat called Haywire, chats. We'll go ahead and switch to our boomerangs. There we go, we killed it. Fortunately, we're also losing health rapidly, so we'll go ahead and eat this steak. I can tell you right now, I am not gonna win with this. This is a trap. Like right here was a trap. Depending on what your skill is at, it's going to show like either like a clear box. If it's a clear box, that means you can see the trap, and you might be able to disarm it, but you won't be able to take it. If you see it like this, where it actually shows what it is, you can actually disarm it and pick it up. This is an anti-magic field trap. It's not really that useful, but I'll take it anyway. This is a bookcase. Bookcases will teach you crafting recipes that you may not know. Sometimes they'll teach you ones you can't use at all, like this one. This is an infernal potion for alchemy, and I do not have alchemy. There's also a chance where if it's a repeat of something you already have, it will just say you didn't find anything. So let's go ahead and get this stuff. Get some food. There's another staff. If a chest is locked and you try to bash it open, usually it breaks whatever's in there. So I usually say no and wait until I get some lockpicks or something. Hello, little gnome. It just hit me with a debuff. I have -15 dodge now for and this little icon here, where it says it has a shield and 1. That represents that it's a breakable buff or debuff, which means it'll last until I take that many hits. So if I get hit once, the debuff goes off. There's also ones where it's based off weapon swings, but I don't have any examples at the moment. So we're gonna go ahead and throw our boomerangs at it. These things aren't too strong. It just hit me with like a spell that drained my mana. that's okay, because I don't have any good spells right now. So we'll just keep flinging these at him. Fortunately, we're running low on boomerangs. Pull this switch. Switches will do random things. Sometimes there'll be a trap that makes multiple traps appear, or they'll open walls or unlock things. What this did was it unlocked this Uber chest. Uber chests cannot be opened except with switches, and sometimes even then the level might not have a switch for it. So it's just something to keep in mind. This is a wooden shield. We'll go ahead and equip it. You can actually equip 2 shields, and you will get the bonus from both, which we'll probably end up doing if we get that far. Alright, this is an artifact. Sometimes artifacts may actually have procs on them. Like if you swing it, it'll do like Spitfire and stuff. I don't think this one does, but what this does is it does 2 crushing damage and 2, I think it's ethereal damage, and then it gives you 1 resistance to like holy damage. But I'll go ahead and show you here. We'll equip this. We'll just put that there. This is righteous damage. All these like types of damages usually have some rather amusing descriptions. You got some crushing damage, and then you have ethereal damage. There's a lot of different damage types. There's also a lot of different resistances for each of them. So it's usually good to have a lot of a certain type of damage that bypasses armor, but it's always good to have resistances as well. This little rock wand, the way wands work is it just has a number of charges. Once they're out of charges, they burn out. This thing, all it does is make a stone wall appear for a certain number of rounds, so it's not really that useful for us. No, I revealed another trap. This is an iron helmet. We'll go ahead and equip it. What this does is it's a heavy armor, so what it's going to do is increase block chance and armor absorption, so it's going to reduce damage I take. It'll reduce damage like crushing, it won't reduce damage like ethereal, for example. But it does minus to agility and magic power and magic regen, so it's not really good for mages or rogues. I'm just equipping it right now because I don't have very many options at the moment. Also, picking locks and disarming traps gives you experience, so it's always good to have a skill that does that, which we do. We actually have a lot of skills for disarming traps. Speaking of, there's another one. Let's go ahead and switch these in. There we go. This is an anti-magic field spear. We don't need that, so let's switch that back in. There we go. Let's keep going. Careful about moving too fast, because you won't have a certain range so you can see traps depending on your trap sight radius. And right now all we can do is see what's traps that are right next to us, so you gotta be careful. Because later on some traps can like kill you. Just the trap itself will kill you. Frame skipped again, alright. I hurt my foot once and I hurt my foot again. Ouch, we're dealing with these guys. So let's go this way. And wow, we don't have very many options. We'll go ahead and use that spell. And then we're gonna eat this cheese. And then we're gonna run. This is an evil magic potato. As you can see, potatoes have eyes. It's capable of using like ranged attacks, which are very, very annoying. So I'm gonna push myself down this way. Yeah, I'm getting hit by ranged attacks like crazy. We'll put this down. Oh, it didn't set off the trap. Put another trap down. There we go. It hit the explosion, it hit these 2 characters, also hit myself. Yeah, hitting yourself is kind of not good, but really kind of bottom of the barrel for our options for fighting, so there we go. We leveled up. It's dangerous to go alone take this. So, let's pick our skill. As you can see, we can pick whatever's the next level. For this build, I really don't know what to pick. I'm gonna pick Monster Toss, because I don't know what that does. It interests me. It's either that or we can use the Cure, which is a heal spell, which would also be helpful. leveling up a crafting skill is always pretty useful. Tinkering's not that good of a crafting, because it's really only good for our archers, and even then, archery is really hard in this game due to ammo. But as you can see, it increases a lot of stuff. Like, it's designed to make you really good at disarming traps. Building up blacksmithing is good too, because it gives you plus strength for every level, along with the bonuses you'll get from picking up a rogue or a warrior level. So it's really good to become really strong and tanky by just getting levels of blacksmithing. And not only that, crafting, if you happen to get the materials, you can make some really good pieces of gear. It kind of becomes useless in the late game though, just simply because of how gear works in this game. But we have a lot of options. I might pick Lucky Pick. I already said I was going to pick this, so I'm going to pick that. But Lucky Pick is usually a good one. It used to be the first level until they realized that everyone was picking Burglary for this skill. Because Lucky Pick allows you to summon lockpicks, which is very, very useful in this game. And I wouldn't go this path ever, because you'll get more powerful spells and buffs and all that, but every time you do that, you're going to... every spell is even worse than the last one. Like, it does even worse debuffs. Like, this spell is pretty good for, it sleeps and, damages them, I believe. But it also drains your mana and magic power, so it's, not very... it counters whatever you're working on. So let's get Monster Toss. Alright, since we leveled up, we go back to, full health and mana, very much like Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. So we have this spell, we have this, let's go ahead and blast this, there we go. Not very many options here, so we'll go ahead. As you can see, I'm saying that a lot, but it's true, we really don't have very many. Since I picked up, I'll go ahead and point this out, since I picked up another level of throwing, throwing is a rogue skill, so it leveled up my rogue skill by 1. So that's something to keep in mind. As you can see, I have these debuffs from all this and this. So let's move on. If I happen to stay alive long enough, I might break this into parts. If not, well, you'll get to see me die, I guess. We'll pick these up. Actually, if you hold shift and click, you'll pick them up automatically. So let's do that. Lucifus is not really designed to be food. It's something you turn into a shrine that you might get something out of. So, why did I run towards that? Okay, let's try a Monster Toss. Well, it did 1 damage, and it threw him away. So, it wasn't totally a waste. Alright, I just used a trap. I don't have any other traps. I can attack if I want to. That wasn't too bad. Usually you're supposed to get a debuff for using a weapon you're not skilled in, but I don't see that debuff. I don't know if they took it out or not. It's been, like I said, it's been a while since I played this game. But, I'm kind of glad I'm able to use a weapon at least. Here's a tentacle wand. It summons a bunch of tentacles on the ground that do damage. That's Cool777 letting me know that he's recording now. I probably should have told him that I was doing the same, but I didn't. Look at the ingot grinder. That's a crafting item. It's designed just to craft other materials. Kind of like how the ingot press is designed just to make ingots. That was a fire sprout mine. I just disarmed it. This lever, if I pull it, will make crystals appear that can heal you if you walk over them. So we'll go ahead. Yeah, as you see, it's refreshment. That's what it's saying. These fountains, if you drink them, you'll get a random buff or debuff. In this case, it gave us invisibility, which lowers our visibility, but we become invisible, so they can't see us. Invisibility doesn't work so well. At least it didn't when I played. Last I played this. Invisibility was completely and utterly useless. It used to be really good for escaping. Now, not so much. There's 2 levers. Why are there 2 levers? Well, there's that. Yeah, these are the healing crystals. There's actually a spell that summons these in the psionics skill. Let's go ahead and drink this too. Okay, that removed the debuff. And that activated traps. Okay. Let's go ahead and disarm that. Okay, I only made 1 trap. silver ingot, so let's go pick that up. Oh yeah, traps can be very, like these traps that are involve like gargoyle statues and stuff, they'll constantly fire and they won't disarm. They're not one use. But at the same time you can't pick them up, so that's something to keep in mind. So if you're playing like a character that has a rough start, you can always take advantage of these arrow traps and try to make them run across them. So let's pick that up. We'll just circle around this way. See, as you see, oh, it countered. You can actually you can block attacks, which will reduce the damage you take. You can dodge attack, which will completely negate an attack, or you can counter, which negates the attack, and you attack a counter attack. So countering is actually the best, like, defensive stat in the game. Of course, it doesn't stop magic. Glad I got this club. And just okay, well, the enemy can also run across those crystals and get healed, so it's something to keep in mind. Due to the fact I have this damage reduction, this thing couldn't physically harm me, which is kind of interesting. So that means it does only one physical, which is good because I can't really I can't heal right now. Besides, you know, food. There are healing potions, but I haven't found any, and I can't make them. Let's go ahead and steal some tofu. This is for it's, like I said, it's completely random, and this is one of the best plate mails in the game. In fact, it's the best you can make. So, yeah, we found that. It's not going to be very useful to us. I'm going to leave that trap there, just in case. Might have to use it. We break this down. This is the shrine I was talking about. If you click on it, it'll tell you how many pieces of loot fist you've donated to this particular shrine. The more you donate, the higher chance you'll get an item, and it eventually adds up. So let's go ahead and add this, and we didn't get anything, but that's okay. So let's keep going. Swashbuckling belt, so let's go ahead and equip that. And this is a component for crafting, mostly for alchemy, but I think it could be of use for tinkering. I hope this game sound isn't too loud. I'll take a look at the recording later. Flying creatures do not trigger ground traps, so there's not much you can do about them, except throw them away like that. So let's go ahead and step away, move back up, step away, move back up, step away. Nope, no good. Alright. This is not going well at all. I'm going to go down. There we go. This lobby's kind of damaged. That's okay. What can we do? We can throw a concussion grenade. No, that's not going to help. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and do our stupid necro spell. That's going to kill us. Especially when I resist it. This is not good. Alright, shift 1. Yeah, I'm gonna die from this. By the way, these debuffs stack, so I'm taking a lot of damage now. We'll go ahead and drink this, or eat this. Yeah, I know it's low. Let's teleport you away from us. Teleport you away from us. Okay, the debuffs are wearing off. We're dying, though, so let's keep going. Perfect, okay, that teleported that one away. Let's go ahead and do shift 3 and use concussion. There we go. Concussion's AoE, and it knocks things back. So let's go ahead. There we go, perfect. And we got our Dwarven Boomerang back. So let's go ahead and disarm that now. Recovering health. Is there any more crystals? Yes, there are. Let's take one. I believe each one's 3 hit points. I don't remember. It might be 5, actually. So let's go ahead and keep going this way. Nothing. This is stairs down. This will lead to level 2. Also, these satanic displacement glyphs are random teleports. They'll teleport us to a random Well, they're not random, but they're assigned to a particular glyph in the level. So it could be this one, or that one, or that one, or one we haven't seen before. As you see, there's another one. So let's keep going. So far, I'm surviving reasonably well for a character that's not that good. So, let's go ahead and use this acid bomb. Perfect. I'm gaining a lot of experience pretty quickly, but this is mainly because I set it so you level faster, which is designed for a quicker game. So I can show off a little bit more of each random peak I do. Oh yeah, I'll probably do more of these. I don't mind it. I've beaten the game before, and I kind of had lost the urge to play it more after I beat it. I mean, there's modders out there to make new unique skills, but I couldn't really. Even though I got the mods, I didn't use them. So I'm just kind of going with whatever. All right, that's one down. Let's go ahead and attack with our mace. There we go. As you can see, they do slashing and piercing. Slashing can be blocked by the damage by the armor absorption, but it's already taken off. So it's technically doing like 2 slashing and 2 piercing, but it's negating 1. Piercing goes through armor, so you have to get specific resistance to piercing to stop it, which they eventually noticed because armor was useless later on because everything did piercing. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw a boomerang. As you saw, it countered and hit me back, and then it critted on me, and I just gained a level. So we're doing good. Okay, this is increasing dodging, hit chance. It's also giving an overall +1 damage, crushing damage to all your weapons, or all your thrown weapons, or something. And also increases the rate of ammo recovery. So let's go ahead and pick this up. So yeah, it doesn't affect weapons. So it only affects throwing items. So let's go ahead and pick up this boomerang again. So technically we'll do 3 base with this, plus whatever other bonuses we happen to have. So let's pick up these eggs. Let's keep going. Alright, that is this room will always have like an item in the middle that's like an artifact. But the only way to get this is if you can teleport here, or if you have a means to force this item to move. Like if I threw a concussion grenade like right here, I could probably force this out. But I'm not, because it's not that good, and I don't care about it. I hurt my foot. Come on. Alright, this is a recovery room, so we'll leave that there. It's a one-use thing, so just leave it there. Here's some money. If you step near money, you'll automatically pick it up. So pick that up. These are mushrooms. Mushrooms are like potions, but they are kind of unique in their effects. There's also a specific skill that will actually that kind of involves mushrooms and growing mushrooms. But you know, just for this character, it's good to have. This one, they don't really tell you just an accurate description of what these do, but this one gives you a temporary hit point buff. Like it'll increase your max hit points for a while. So let's go ahead. Ouch. Hello. Let's go ahead and use monster types to get you away from me. And then we'll go ahead and throw this. Do some extra damage. Alright. There we go. Yeah, the duration of the gas is based off ticks, so if you want to get rid of them, you gotta move away. Alright, these are lockpicks, we need to get these. So let's go ahead and disarm our way through it. Usually these rooms, this path here, is going to be littered with traps, so it's important not to rush through it. This is a spatial instability potion. As per the name of spatial instability, it's a random teleport. I'm going to go ahead and lower the volume a little. Okay, return the game. Sorry, that was a bit loud. I'm sorry if you guys haven't been able to hear me up till now. So, those brass pipings is for tinkering. And then lockpicks. lockpicks will automatically open pick locks for you. Sometimes they'll fail, and if they fail, you'll break the lockpick. So it's usually good to have multiples. But in a lot of cases, unless you have burglary, you're gonna have to just find them. So let's go back here, pick this lock, and get some buccaneer gloves. It's just like the swashbuckling buckling belt. It's plus block and then +3 counter chance. So let's keep going. I think there's someplace else. I think there's another chest I need to pick, but I'm not gonna go searching for it. Hello. I might have to show out that instability potion. Alright, what I'm gonna do is go up here. Oh, that gnome hit me for 1. Whatever. Ouch. Ouch. This is a good trick to do. Like, put yourself in a position where they can't, only one of them at a time can attack you. Somehow that gnome critted and did no damage. I don't know why some of them are hitting me and some of them aren't. Okay, we got this going. Okay, now we're fighting this diggle. I really don't like dealing with sickly diggles because they're really hard to... They do toxic damage instead of something that can be resisted. Ouch. There we go. And, shift 1. Let's go ahead and throw our boomerang at that. That boomerang's been lasting forever. If you see like a creature of a different color, now it either means it's an actual different creature, like a better one, like a palette swap or whatever, or it's a leader, and if it's a leader and you kill it, it makes the other ones in that group run away. So in this case, it's a leader. Alright, so let's, if you hit the spacebar, you'll pass the turn. So I'm just gonna hit spacebar and make it move towards me. Okay, countered. And then I dodge, and this one can't hurt me, so I am in the safe. So let's go pick up our boomerang. Oh, there's some more of these size that are very annoying. We'll go ahead and hit it with that, and then hit it with that. And then I'll go ahead and eat this just to counteract the dot effect. And then, yeah, we'll just try to fight this thing off. This one's hitting me hard, this one's hitting me 4 instead of 3. You think, I mean, it's only 1 point difference, but at this level, every point counts. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on up here, and I'm gonna show off the recovery thing, which I went the wrong direction for. As you see, that it said the gnome is no longer afraid and turns to fight. That means after I killed that gnome leader, it was running away. I didn't see it though, because it was right in the corner. Oh, that's not good. Let's go ahead and push you away. What shall we do? Oh, no good. Teleported to the one place I didn't want it to. That's usually how this game works. I had permadeath on, which is usually what you should do for this game, because this is supposed to be a roguelike. Roguelike games mean you die, you lose that character, and you have to start over. So, congratulations, you have died. Cirno the Adventurer. This title would be based off what skills you have. We didn't really have very many skills, so it was just going to be Adventure. The Knight's Bane, I don't know what that means. But, and then it tells you who you get killed by. On level 1, your score is this. And then it tells you everything else. You got the Adventurer, the Fencer. Usually if it's the Fencer, it means you have like a lot of points in like sword and dual wield and stuff like that. Defender means you have a lot of like defensive skills like armor and stuff like that. And then Tank means you probably have a lot of points in tinkering. So that should be it. I'll try another one maybe later. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.